We were pretty new parents at the time. This little guy here that just graduated was actually in the tummy. And so it was, it was really helpful for me to realize that I could create some extra income that would give me more time to be with the kids. We were really busy running a busy import-export business that was getting really crazy, and I could not really figure out how to maneuver being a mom and being a successful executive. And that was my first thought. But then what initially happened right after that was I realized, hey, I'm going to Whole Foods, trying to buy organic milk and organic meat and trying to, keep my kids in, good health with food, but not realizing there was so much more to wellness than that. And so what I'm going to share with you guys tonight may be something new for you. It might also, strangely enough, the company we're going to talk about is 19 years old. So is 37 years old. I've been here 19 years. And so you may have heard of the company. The company's name is called Melaleuca. We like to affectionately call it America's best kept secret because most people, if they've heard of it, they don't really know what it is. And most people, literally 8 or 9 out of 10, have actually never heard of it. So I'm going to just put it in slide mode here. So I will have a little bit better view for you guys this way. Hopefully you guys can see it a little bit better. So has anybody I'll take a little survey. Has anybody heard of Melaleuca before? I mean, obviously not those of you that are on here that are the members, but has anybody else heard of Melaleuca before?
No.
No?
I'm a member so I'm going to leave the meeting. I've been a member for a couple, 2-3 years. So.
Okay, no problem, Angela. Okay, awesome. Well, there is some new stuff. If you do want to find out, there's been quite a bit of new stuff that's come about in the last couple of years. Otherwise, no problem. We appreciate that.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. So let me tell you what Melaleuca is, since other than Angela, no one has actually heard about it and why it's important and why it matters. Because Melaleuca is about wellness. And right now, I think having come through these last couple of years, we realize that wellness is super important. A strong immune system is more valuable than ever. And what we also now know is that the products that you bring in the home actually play a huge role in your family's wellness. And so it's going to be part of that I'm going to share with you guys. Melaleuca is actually called the Wellness Company. And there's many reasons why we've become the largest online shopping club that has to do with wellness in North America. And you'll notice we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. But many of you are here and you might be wondering, well, why did Pastor Durrett bring me on here? I'm a pastor, or, I work with youth. So we're going to get to that because the mission statement, which comes up on the next page, I'm going to share it with you in just a second. So just want you to be just a little bit patient with me while I go through this. What makes Melaleuca different is that they are a manufacturer of wellness products, but they are actually also the store. They created a business model that's very unique. They started manufacturing 37 years ago, manufacturing with eco-friendly ingredients before green was even anything more than a color. And today now they manufacture over 450 wellness products, all made in America. And as you can see here, packaged, formulated, even all the formulas are from in-house here in the US, but from naturally derived ingredients from around the world. And 99% of all the products are made in the US. And that's another really important part because, we're seeing that with the supply chain. We're seeing it with everything that's happening. It's really important to be able to act locally and be able to, support, if you will, the American economy. And also it makes a lot of sense when we talk about wellness because, farm to table has been a thing for a while, right? Buying things in your community versus buying things shipped from far away. You'll also notice that, buying American products right from the manufacturer that are fresh, that haven't gone through a distribution chain, also makes a really big difference. Here's the mission statement. And I want to share this with you guys right up front because it is so key to what the company does and so key to how we operate. Melaleuca's mission statement: to enhance the lives of those we touch by helping people reach their goals. And we help people reach, specifically, obviously being a company that is manufacturing wellness products, we're definitely helping people reach health and wellness goals and helping them to stay well and helping them to, have a better quality of life, better longevity. We're helping the environment. But the other side of it is this huge ability to be able to impact financial goals. And that is a really big deal, that we are helping people reach their goals, and by that enhancing their lives. And so we help people with financial goals because Melaleuca chose 37 years ago to share their revenues with their members and also nonprofit organizations, which are often part of their members, right? Members here who shop with Melaleuca quite often belong to community groups, churches, and other nonprofit organizations. And so this is a really neat idea. You could kind of look at it as a bit like a cooperative, but Melaleuca chose from its very early days to not team up with advertisers, not team up with stores, not team up with shareholders. They are a private company, no shareholders. Instead, they said, we are always going to be a company that is with our customers, our members, and we will always share our revenue with our members to the tune of, even when the CEO passes away, the chain of command here is that it does not go to his family. It actually goes to the board that is running the company currently, the management team, and the people that run the business, to continue being a company that never sells out, never goes public, and all of a sudden, oh no, we don't share with our members, now we share with shareholders, right? Not going to be that. So I'm going to be talking a lot in the beginning about the actual benefits to the member, because that is really where all of Melaleuca's revenues are generated, that is then able to share with the members and to share with nonprofit organizations. So I will be speaking primarily about the products and how they can enhance your life, but I want to give you guys enough information up front to know that I know that a lot of you were here like I was here 19 years ago, because I needed a financial lifeboat, right? We were doing well financially, but I needed time, and I couldn't find a way to pay me well for my time so that I could actually have time for my family and things that I wanted. So just to give you a little taste before we get into the membership and all the products, and to show you how we can impact people's lives, these are just a handful of the people in our group, just not out of all of the 3 million members of Melaleuca. These are part of the 3 million members in Melaleuca, these green boxes. And our CEO had just come out right before the pandemic and had talked about in the previous year how many families had been blessed and helped through income, through revenue sharing from Melaleuca. And these are the actual numbers from 2019. 6,000 families earned over 100,000, 1,100 families over 500,000, 113,000 over 5,000, and so on. But I interspersed them with some checks that really were a big deal, because this was right as the pandemic got started. And we were able to help so many people pivot at that point and be able to turn their Melaleuca, membership shopping of them buying their products for their home. They were able to turn that into profit sharing from the company. As you can see here, everything from $1,797 to $72,000. Out of all of these people here, except for the top check, every other check in here were people that were only 1, 2, or 3 months with Melaleuca. So it's really significant. So I wanted to share that up front. So, because I wanted you to be patient, because I know for me, so many things, and for us, so many people tried to show us businesses over the years. And we're entrepreneurs. We like to think of ourselves as as motivated, and we like new things, and we like to study business and things like that. But everything that was showed to us over the years was always a trick. It was always something MLM-y. It was always you invest money. You use your credibility and your resources to basically get your friends to do something, and they lose money. And I even met pastors involved that got involved in companies like that, and it totally ruined their reputation. And I was not, I didn't want to ruin not only my reputation, I didn't want to ruin my relationships with people and people in my business and people that I did business with. So we never ever did those kinds of companies. And I want to let you guys know up front before we get any further that it is not one of those kinds of companies, although there is some significant income here that, you might think of that of someone telling you about those kinds of stories, but it is not that. And I'm going to share the details here so you can really see how this really benefits people and the success of the company over the last 37 years. So this is not something new. This is a company that's very well established. They're privately owned. They're doing close to $3 billion in worldwide sales. They're 100% debt free. Now that almost doesn't happen. Even the biggest of companies carry debt, and that gets passed on to its consumers. They're headquartered in Idaho Falls. They've also got a distribution plant of close to 1 million square feet in Tennessee for the East Coast. And there is a 500,000 square foot location that belonged to Harley Davidson that the company is retrofitting right now that should be available by the end of the year to basically service the middle part of the country. Their goal is that they'll be able to deliver everywhere in 1 to 2 days. Right now, we're about 2 to 4 days. So the goal is to be able to really totally compete with Amazon. So here's the growth chart just in North America, which what I want you to really pay attention to is, number one, the fact that it's very consistent, continually growing over the years. But most importantly, how about check out the last couple of years when so many companies were going out of business and so many companies were cutting back and so many companies really, so many people's lives fell into, difficult times. And we were able, like I said, to be a lifeboat to so many people to create that, in the gap income, if you will, not to mention, obviously, we had the products that they could really use, like hand sanitizer that was safe and all those kinds of things. So who we actually compete with are the national brands, Johnson & Johnson, Clorox, all those brands, P&G, right? And and maybe you're someone that goes, hey, I don't buy from Johnson & Johnson and P&G. I go to Whole Foods. I buy Greenworks, or I buy Seventh Generation, or I buy Tom's of Maine. What you probably didn't realize actually is those companies are all currently owned by either Clorox, Johnson & Johnson, Unilever, or Procter & Gamble. So there are almost no more eco-friendly types of companies that are actually out there in the market that are not now under the umbrella and the conglomerate of these large companies. And so we're not in a very good, not a very safe situation, knowing because, what's to say that they don't change the ingredients? And we're pretty sure that they do, because sometimes when I tell people that, they go, oh, that's so weird. You know what? I realized that, the laundry detergent from Seventh Generation isn't like it used to be. Or I noticed the Burt's Bees, it was something was different. Yeah, something's different. It's now owned by Clorox, right? So Melaleuca tests our products against all these other companies' products, but our products are safer, more effective, and in many cases, more affordable. And this is the reason why, because the way that the national brands operate is about 63% of the price that you and I pay for grocery store brands adds no value. So again, I'm giving you the reason of why you would even consider, Melaleuca to be a potential brand for you, when you realize that the things that you're buying right now from the grocery store, from Target, from Walmart, that amount of money out of what you're paying for your goods is just because of advertising, middlemen, marketing, and retail stores. And then, of course, you're paying for the long, expensive distribution. And that's also meaning the products you're getting are typically, 12 to 18 months old by the time you're actually getting them off the shelf. So we found a better way. Melaleuca does not spend any money on advertising, middlemen, retail stores, or marketing. Again, they're private. They have no shareholders. Instead, we invest those dollars into higher quality and safer ingredients. And the result is products that are much safer, healthier, and do a much better job. And that's why over 20,000 American households switch every single month to Melaleuca, and somewhere between 30 and 50,000 households on all of North America, including Canada and Mexico. And that's why 100,000 households around the world switch to Melaleuca every single month for the freshest, highest quality products without the additional expenses, as you can see here, factory direct. So the product philosophy is, we believe nature holds the answer, science unlocks the secrets. Natural, safer, more effective ingredients. We invest in quality, rigorously tested against the competition. And you might be wondering, how did they come up with this strange name, Melaleuca? Well, here's a little piece of history for you. Melaleuca started with 8 products, and they were all made from Melaleuca oil. And if you don't know what Melaleuca oil is, maybe you know what tea tree oil is. Maybe you've heard of tea tree oil or used a tea tree oil product. Maybe you've used it on your skin or hair care products. It's an amazing. It is one, if not the most, one of the most highest regard in terms of natural antifungal, antibacterial, antiseptic. It's a solvent. It has so many properties. So Melaleuca oil is actually the botanical name for tea tree oil. It comes from the Melaleuca tree. So that's where our name comes from. But now, fast forward from 8 products that all smelled like tea tree oil 37 years ago, and you find a whole store, a one-stop shop of over 400 products that are higher quality, more effective, better value, safer for your home, really, really safe, no safety caps, and better for the environment. And of course, also better for the environment in terms of just coming straight from the factory to you. And what you'll find here is there's totally no burden on your budget, because actually all we do here is we help people find a better store. We help people switch stores. And that's what I found 19 years ago was, as a busy mom, online shopping hadn't started yet. We were still using a catalog and a 1-800 number. I was already buying organic milk from Whole Foods and, organic bread and, free range chicken and things like that. This was the missing piece, having everything one-stop shop. As you can see here, as we walk down the aisles of the online store today, it's a complete suite of everything home cleaning and laundry. You won't need to buy anything else for cleaning your house, cleaning your clothes, any of that. Vastly superior supplements, huge line of supplements. This isn't even, there's way more than what's in this picture here. Fitness products, nutrition, healthy weight loss products, products to help balance blood sugar, personal care products for men, women, and for babies and children, as well as premium skincare, hair care, anti-aging products, cosmetics, medicines and treatments, a really amazing dental care line, sunscreens, sunblocks, insect repellents, healthy snacking, including coffees and energy drinks, essential oils. And that is not even close. The essential oils line is like, I think about, maybe 60 or 80 different essential oils. So let me just go really quickly through here. You'll find everything in terms of safe home cleaning and laundry aisle, everything that you see here, disinfectant, toilet bowl cleaner, floor care. Imagine that you can do all of that and you never have to have any of these toxic ingredients. It's incredible how well these products work, the science behind them, and all of the integration that goes into getting these products to work how they do with plant-derived and biodegradable ingredients. And yet none of the harsh chemicals that you see here of chlorine bleach and phosphates and quaternary disinfectants and phthalates and parabens, and all these things you hear about, formaldehyde, abrasives, so many of these things are being linked to cancer, infertility, immune problems, lupus, all these different kinds of things. And here, and people don't even realize, all these years they've been basically held captive to the advertising, not disclosing really what's in all these products. And here we have Melaleuca starting way back, way before green was popular, 1985, developing plant-derived biodegradable ingredients, non-caustic toxic chemicals, no safety caps required. We've never paid an insurance claim for products harming anybody. Well, compare that to over 48,000 kids just in the US year before last with just one product, bleach. Okay, so that is really the claim to fame here. And so, when you think about people who are involved in ministry or people who are involved in, whatever the higher mission might be, helping children, helping the planet, just people that, want to have time to do good. They want to have time to do things other than work. What you're going to find is, being in something that goes so well with that, with helping people with their health and helping people with the environment, and then also being able to share in revenues, just makes sense to almost everybody who hears this. And this just kind of gives you an idea of how we're better for the environment. You can see here all of our products here, 2, 4, 6, 9, and 12 times concentrated, requires less fuel for transportation, reduces plastic and emissions, and reduce costs significantly. National brands, what do they have? Well, they first of all have tons of toxic chemicals, right? Chlorine, bleach, quaternary disinfectants, all of that. But they have that along with 90% water. And that's the big wow. Why would you pay for water when you can add it free from the tap? Why would you ship all that water to the store and then go pick it up from the store? It just doesn't make sense. And that's why the Melaleuca model for, educated people just makes sense. You save more, you waste less, and you get a higher performing product that's not dangerous, that doesn't cause, kids to get sick, pets to get sick. And, worst of all, maybe things that you don't even know that it's making you sick. You don't even know that it's causing respiratory problems. But just check out, because what people really care about, they might say, yes, I want to go green, but it's too expensive. Well, it's not too expensive when you're buying it manufactured direct from Melaleuca. You're actually going to be saving somewhere between 30 and 60% over store brands, as you can see here, all the while, saving the environment, having less plastics and less waste. If that is not enough of a big enough reason for why you should consider the idea of changing stores, of getting into Melaleuca products as a change, how about this? National brand cleaners linked to lung damage. This was a 20-year independent study that came out in 2018. Using national brand cleaning products as little as once per week is as damaging to lung capacity as smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. Yeah, you heard that right. I'm not talking about someone who cleans for a living. I'm talking about someone who cleans their house once a week, like the average person on the weekend, right? It was a 6,000 plus subject study using home cleaning products, not using, the really harsh ones in commercial use, right? That's their study. So when you realize that, and this was big when it came out, it was on all the major news channels. Reuters covered it, CNN, World News, everybody covered it. When you know that, you got to do better. And Melaleuca helps people do better. We have the first ever EPA registered plant-based disinfectant. And I'll tell you, this was one of the big reasons for customers coming to Melaleuca in the pandemic. That was a big part of, our average going from 50 to 60,000 customers a month joining us to 100,000 customers a month joining us, because people realized they had to disinfect things, they had to keep things clean, but they were also realizing that everybody was getting sick with more respiratory problems. And when you're spraying Lysol, which is quaternary disinfectants, which are carcinogens with the respiratory toxins, you are actually creating a bigger problem than what you have with the germs potentially. So Melaleuca was the first ever EPA registered plant-based disinfectant, kills 99% of disease-causing bacteria, the same 99% that's required by the EPA. Safe to use on food surfaces, right? The national brands like Clorox and Lysol feature warnings to not use their products on food surfaces. Ours is food grade, so you can use it on, kitchen cabinets and around everything where food is. And by the way, it also kills COVID-19 and emerging variants. So big news. I mean, that product alone is a great reason to consider Melaleuca as one of your new places to buy your everyday products. So we're just going to switch gears and talk about some of the other things here, because cleaning products is a big deal. But I do understand that some people might say, well, I don't clean my house that often, or I don't have kids and pets. So there's a whole bunch of things that are a bigger part of wellness here, and that's nutrition, heart health, immune health, brain health, bone and joint, anti-aging, gut health, sleep and mood. And what is so important about the Melaleuca supplements in all of these areas is that we are better than the competition there as well, because Melaleuca has a process called oligo. It is a patented, 2 patents on this technology that makes minerals delivered to the body like in nature. The problem with most supplements in the market is they don't get absorbed properly. They're not soluble, and therefore you're not actually getting what you need to your body system. So oligo is clinically proven to be 10 times more absorbable than national brands and 5 times better antioxidant protection. And if you notice these big boxes right here, By the way, this GC Control, I'll come back to that, but it is amazing for weight loss and for balancing glucose, blood sugar. Peak Performance Pack has become kind of the flagship, if you will, of Melaleuca because it includes 6 supplements that are really important to all the major aspects of our body systems, but even more so because they've had 4 clinical trials over a course of, I guess, about the last 7 or 8 years. And all of those trials together have substantiated the previous trials, and they impact 25 major health markers, as you can see here, significant improvement in more than 25 major health markers. And so that's a big deal. Cholesterol, blood pressure, as well as blood sugar, as well as heart rate, as well as inflammation and many other key markers. The 2 key things that Peak Performance was shown to do is to lower free radicals and lower inflammation. And we know that free radicals and inflammation are the key to being able to live longer, right? They are the key things that cause all the current diseases that we have, along with immune support, right? So immune support means daily nutrition and supplementation. It also means gut health because 70% of your immune system resides in your gut. So we have like Florify with 11 billion colonies of available bacteria, good signs for digestive, helping again with better digestion, which is a big part of your gut health. We've got sleep and stress management, as well as weight control and exercise. In fact, we've got lots of fitness and nutrition for everybody. Fat conversion technology, our electrolytes that have 4 electrolytes versus Gatorade with just 2. Less expensive, like 55 cents a serving, and even has vitamin B12 and vitamin C. And so we also have various different kinds of protein. This particular one is 30 grams of protein. We have a 20 grams of protein. We have plant-based protein. So lots of things in fitness and nutrition. And along with our products that really serve to really leverage weight loss, we actually have an in-house program called R3 that is free. Part of the membership with Melaleuca is the weight loss program at Melaleuca. And so you get all of that as part of access to your membership here at Melaleuca. And you're probably thinking, oh, she hasn't said the membership yet. I should tell you right now, guys, just so you might be thinking, okay, it's going to be a big number like Costco, 150 or Sam's Club, 100. No, Melaleuca membership is $19 a year, guys. I should say that right up front so you guys can relax, right? You're probably like sitting on the edge of your seat going, okay, she's going to drop the bomb here. No, $19 a year. And oh, by the way, thank you, my friend, for inviting me this month, you can say, because for the month of May, which we are the last day of May, but it is $1 for your first year of membership when you join in May. So yes, let me bring that up early here. So personal care products, again, none of the unsafe things here like fragrances and synthetic dyes and phthalates. And you can see all the things here. Hand sanitizer, we had it when nobody else had it. We still have it. A baby line that's hypoallergenic and designed for the highest of safety standards and quality and performance. And it's all safe and gentle and plant-based products and dermatology tested. And our #1 most referred product in our whole catalog, I know this sounds crazy. You probably don't even realize this, but something like 70,000 people, 70 million people actually suffer from eczema. I don't know if you knew that. So that's a pretty big number. And currently, the #1 most recommended brand, Eucerin, is the most recommended brand. And we are 7 times better for a barrier for moisture. And as you can see, your 47% improvement in skin texture and 88% visual dryness. Well, I can just tell you whatever the numbers say. There are 2 clinical trials. I'll just tell you, we see people that go from can't find something to get their eczema under control to looks like a new person, like literally. This product is amazing. And this big, huge 20-ounce bottle, by the way, is like $15. So we are even less expensive than Eucerin, okay? And we work way better. Now, last but not least, we have really amazing quality skincare. And along the same lines as well about being environmentally friendly and being the best of nature and science and high performance skincare and salon quality hair care, no phosphates and color cosmetics and just all different kinds of skin types, just amazing. But also what's amazing is the value, because not only do we unlock the most powerful ingredients from nature and then, bring them on through safe and effective science to create high performance products, but the other thing about it is Melaleuca uses what you call efficacious levels of those really good ingredients. What you find is the companies that are controlled by advertising and store expenses and all of that, they can't put the efficacious amounts that are needed for the kinds of results. So you'll find them towards the end of the ingredient list. And so everybody, in fact, I just came from a barbecue before I came here today, and I hadn't seen this girl, it's a friend of a friend, for a couple of years. And I immediately, when I saw her, and I didn't even know that she was a Melaleuca customer. I mean, she could have been because she's a friend of a friend who is, but I thought, wow, she looks really good. I said, wow, you look great. And she looked really good. Her hair looked awesome. Her skin looked really bright. And she's like, yeah, vitamin C. The vitamin C has been amazing. And I was like, wow. So we have affordable but high performance products. She goes like, I've used so much expensive stuff, Rodan and Fields. I used to, before Melaleuca, I used MAC. I also use Estee Lauder Clinique. And these products are way better, and they are half the price, and they're cleaner and safer. So that is the reason why, customers are really, they're really happy when you can turn them on to this better way of shopping. And of course, essential oils are really becoming popular, but they hold the key to so many things because they have so many different properties and things that, for everything from, decongesting to, skin conditions, all kinds of things. You can add them to your lotions. Melaleuca's essential oils are purity tested and quality guaranteed, not to contain synthetics or impurities. And they are, again, an incredible value compared to the competition. And there's lots more aisles. So you can just kind of see their home fragrance and, plugins and kosher certified foods and vegan friendly foods. It's all here as a one-stop shop. And imagine right now, everyone that we're all going week by week and month by month, and we're dropping money at Walmart and Target and a local grocery store and CVS and maybe GNC. And if we can afford it, we go to Whole Foods. Most of us, can't afford Whole Foods, but some of us can. But every time we go there, we're just basically, nothing comes back to us. Certainly we get our products that we paid for, but we are not getting anything back for ourselves, for the environment, and especially, nonprofit organizations, right? They can both help their leaders, their people, and the organization itself. So how does it start? It starts obviously by a referral. Again, since we don't have advertising, every single customer here is referred by another customer. The membership is $19 a year. It gives you a whopping 30 to 50% discount with that membership. You don't buy in bulk. You just buy fresh products that you use this month. And when they run out next month, you buy them again. So it's really about fresh, timely products that are made in America delivered to your door. You order 35 points a month or more. And people sometimes get confused about that, but the company is in 20 countries. So we have a product point that I'll explain to you in a second. But it is about 35 points is about 65 to 75, maybe $80. And that is out of over 400 products. So it's like consolidating out of all the different things you buy from stores, a piece of that you can now buy at Melaleuca, get higher quality delivered with 100% satisfaction guaranteed and no risk as well. Of course, the membership you can cancel anytime. And of course, right now it's only $1. And I didn't tell you, it comes with $100 in free products that I'll tell you about in a second. But this is how product points work. So every product is assigned a certain amount of points. So like our Melapower is like $18.99 or 18 something, 18 and change, it's 10 points. Sustain Sport, 6 points, $11.99, it's 20 servings. That's what I said, like it's literally like 55, 60 cents a serving. Solugar Botanical, our disinfectant, 6 points. Sabella, you can see our peak performance that I mentioned earlier on is kind of like the flagship that impacts all the major body systems, right? 42 points. So you can kind of see how the points work. And here's just an example. If you were to buy similar products, and I say similar, ours are better, safer, etc. But let's say a whitening toothpaste, if you were to buy, the tabs for the dishwasher, they're most likely not safe. They are most likely containing bleach. And ours are, of course, biodegradable and totally safe. So here is your Melaleuca price point. This is a 44-point order, so it gets free shipping. Whenever you spend 44 points or more, your shipping is put back into your account for free products. So essentially it's free. And this is the amount you'd pay at Target if you were buying, Tide or whatever the other. I know they compared it to Pantene, I believe, or volumizing shampoo and sports drink Gatorade and so on. So pretty, this is really what makes Melaleuca work well, is it's not just better quality products, but they're really priced for everyday families and for what's already in your budget. Now, in addition, there's three basic membership perks I'm going to share with you here. The first one is never be without your favorites. If you forget to shop one month, no problem. Melaleuca protects your membership, including your discounts and benefits, by sending a backup order of products you can customize. So we all basically customize and order. Some people actually like to get the company curated products. It's kind of funny. They go, it's like Christmas. I get different things every month. It's not supposed to be like that, but it's just there in case there's a month that you're too busy or you forget. You put your favorites there, right? If it's your protein and your supplements, or your soap and your toothpaste, your supplements, the most used products. Please keep in mind, it's not to be a subscription. It's not like you put that on your list and that's what you get. You want to shop at Melaleuca with what you need the same way you shop at the grocery store. So it's not an auto ship or subscription. It only ever will come to you in the case of a month that you forget to shop. If the company sees that you didn't suspend your membership or cancel, they know that it was an accident, you forgot, and they'll then send back your favorite products, and they'll keep all of your membership perks in place. Now, what are some of those other perks? Well, we have all kinds of big discounts on for our members of Melaleuca Home Security, Identity Protection, and our Melaleuca Visa card, which is no annual fee, gives up to 6% cash back for Melaleuca, and 4% cash back on gas, groceries, and restaurants. So it is a really good card. And so, you do have to do your usual, go through a credit check for a credit card. It's from a bank, but if you get it, it's a really great card. And it gives us tons and tons of value. There's also the marketplace, which is incredible because it's about 1,900 different retailers. It's a portal that's inside your Melaleuca membership account, and the portal gives you cash back from all these different retailers. So maybe you've got a home improvement project coming up at Home Depot, or maybe you're buying a new computer at Best Buy. Don't just go to Best Buy, go through the portal in your account, and it's going to give you cash back. So that's another really big perk for members, along with $100 in free products for all new members to get familiar with the new products of the new brand at Melaleuca. $20 on your first order when you start shopping right away. $20 each additional month, including $60 that get unlocked by watching really informative short little videos. Okay, so I'm going to just cover it. So that's the perks, pure perks for members, and I have not included, of course, the really big benefit, which is the profit sharing and being able to actually share that way. But let's just go to a summary here of what the membership includes. $19 annually. Of course, anybody on here tonight would get the dollar membership for their first year, and then the second year renewal will be $19. Shop for 35 points or more. Most of us, the company average is like 55 points. Our family spends over 250 points. Set up a customized backup order, 30 to 50% discount every time. Every single shop you do here can cancel anytime, 100% satisfaction guarantee. Okay. All right. So Melaleuca has been built by customers. As I said before, every one of our customers is referred by another happy shopper, and you can earn substantial income just by sharing the products you love. I'm going to share this next slide with you, and I'm going to share it in a different way than how usually the company would share it. We would use this to say, well, look at 81% of people simply love the products and shop here, and they just simply shop. And only 19% actually shop and share. In other words, they refer other customers and participate in revenue sharing. Now, that looks really good because you realize then that there has to be a lot of value here in the store. The products have to be not only good and effective, but they also have to be priced well, because the average consumer, they won't stay shopping if the value is not there, right? So obviously for customers to change their brands, that must mean that the products here have good value. The other thing, though, the unsaid part is Melaleuca shares 51% of its revenue with its customers and nonprofit organizations. As I mentioned before, when we started, the company was doing about 400 million. Now they're doing 3 billion. 51% of 3 billion is a lot more than 51% of 400 million. And it's growing. And you saw that growth chart that they grew by a lot the last couple of years. So there's a lot more money to share. But imagine 81% of the people here are not sharing in the revenue because they're not here to share. They're not, they just don't refer anybody. They go here to shop the same way they shop at, at Walmart, right? There's only a very small percentage. In fact, out of this 19%, half of them have not referred more than 5 or 6 people. So out of this 19%, half of those people have only referred 1 or 2 people. So really, there's only about 9% of all Mel customers that have referred 8 or more people, and I would say have done, a significant contribution. And so what that means, guys, is that since the company has to share 51%, it can be very, very significant if you are part of that 5 to 10% that actually helps Melaleuca grow, that actually shares Melaleuca. And so, for a lot of people, the difference that this additional income makes is significant. I mean, for some people, it's just a few $100s that covers some bills. It pays down debt. Every year, the company celebrates people who use their Melaleuca checks to pay off mortgages. Whatever you think you could use extra income for that is passive and doesn't require you to go take on another, 8-hour-a-day job, right? It's really, really passive. And what we do and what we don't do, guys, really simply is we don't carry inventory, take or make deliveries or orders, or we're not distributors. We're not multi-level marketing. We're not billing or collecting, pressuring customers, doing Facebook Lives and pitching stuff. None of that. It is just simply referring customers to Melaleuca, helping them set up an account. And they shop. They shop passively, just like how we shop, with the things in their list that they're running out in their household. So it's really, really doable. And what I didn't share earlier is that 96% of customers who shop this month will shop again next month and month after month. And that creates life-changing repeat income, not just one-time income. Many companies, well, I wouldn't say many companies, some companies will pay you for a referral, right? You give somebody a coupon for Uber, they might give you $5 off. You recommend somebody to your hairdresser, she might, give you 20% off your haircut or something, right? But there's no way to really consider that you could be part of a manufacturing company, an actual consumer products company, be like a shareholder there, getting shares of that company because you refer customers here and you get to share ongoing repeat income. And that's what I'm going to share with you. That's available because of this 96% reorder rate. So the power of repeat income, some of you guys probably know this already. Traditional income means you trade time for money. You work once, you get paid once. Repeat income is dependable income that keeps on coming in month after month. And what it means here is, because of that profit sharing of the whole company, is that you get paid every month when your customers shop, the ones you refer. You also get paid every month when their customers shop. And you also can make significant income that comes from the revenue sharing from the whole company, because 90% of the company doesn't do the business. They don't refer customers. They just shop here. I can tell you it does provide significant peace and certainty. And especially for those who, have other things that they want to accomplish, missions they want to do, it is such a great way to help you reach those kinds of goals. So how you earn income here with Melaleuca is you earn up to 20% monthly commission on purchases are made by anybody you personally refer. This is ongoing repeat income for the lifetime of those customers. Then also, customers that are referred by other customers, you earn 7% monthly commission. Again, ongoing repeat for the lifetime of all those customers who were indirectly referred. And then you also earn lots of advancement bonuses. I like to call them profit sharing, because it's money that doesn't come from what you do or what your people do. It's actually coming from that big pool of money that's available with the company. And so I'm going to just break it down a little bit here for you guys. Basically, we have a product introduction commission that is above and beyond that, up to 20% you get on your personal customers. which pays you 50% commission on purchases made by customers in their first 3 months. It's really awesome. I mean, people who do this very, very little, just refer a handful of customers. I mean, it's really nice. They can make, hundreds of dollars a month doing this. And your very first target that you're going to do, and we typically ask people, what would you like your first check in Melaleuca to be? And they'll tell us, well, at 500, that sounds good. Well, you'd be surprised to find out that to make $500 here, you only have to refer 8 customers. And with the bonuses and commissions, you'd earn $500. In fact, sometimes you might earn a little bit more than that, okay? Some folks say they'd like to make $1,000, and we'd say, okay, that would be your target then, become a director too. Refer 10 customers, refer 10 people, help them become members, and you can earn an additional 400 in bonuses and another 250 in commissions for a total of 1,150. Now, you could do that all in 1 month, or you could do it over the course of 2 months. Either way, it'd be cumulative or all in 1 month. And then there's Director 3, and that's for folks that say they'd like to earn upwards of 2,500 or more. And we help people do this very often in their very first, second, or third month. And that's when you referred 11 customers and you've helped one of them. And we help you do this, right? We help with these overviews, and we help you with we do this full time, and we're supporting people who invited you on here. And so, that is what Melaleuca, pays that profit sharing for, is for helping other people. That's the mission of the company. And so we love when we can help people earn this kind of life-changing income. And maybe this is not the amount of life-changing income that you are thinking. Well, this is just the beginning, right? There's actually 9 steps that pay out these kinds of bonuses each time as you hit a target, you become a director. And we've got a way that you can double your bonuses. You simply watch a little 20-minute video, and that will set you up for the Pacesetter bonus. So whoever comes on here, we always tell them, if your intention is to earn income, be sure to watch the Foundation's video. It's going to be right on the front page of your Business Center in your account. And now when you become a director, instead of earning $100 bonus, it's going to be $200. Director 2, when you refer 10 customers. And by the way, that's not 8 plus 10, that's 8 plus 2, total of 10. Instead of 200, it's going to be 400. And Director 3 now, instead of 500, 1,000. So that's not 100 or 200 or 5, it's 200 plus 400 plus 1,000. And so that is what we help people to really set, goals here of maybe, replacing an income, or maybe even making not just supplemental, but even significant income over time. And you guys are coming in at a great time, because the company just launched this program through the end of the year, where they are now doubling these Pacesetter bonuses, pretty significant. And the company not only pays you this, these amounts as you hit these targets for a total of $13,800 on the way to senior director, but they also pay you a 100% match on what your people do. So as you become a Director 3, because one of your friends has become a director, they're getting 200, you're also getting a 200 match. If one of their friends becomes a director, they get a $200 match and you get a $100 match. So you get 50% on the people that are referred by your people, and you get 100% on the people that you've referred. So it's really quite significant as you're going through this. Each one of these target statuses is refer a couple more customers and help somebody else become a director. Refer a couple more customers, help somebody else become a director. So you might be asking, so what exactly is senior director? How could I make $13,800, or even better still, $27,600? Wow, how would I do that? And that's in addition to the commissions, right? Well, a senior director is someone that's referred at least 20 customers to Melaleuca, and then 5 of their people have actually become directors or above. You start getting a $500 a month car bonus. It's really nice. There's also other matching bonuses and profit sharing bonuses. So as it says here, the ones who achieve senior director in a year, 40,000, we've seen as high as 70,000. So 40,000 is the average, but we've seen it, as high as 70,000. And obviously with this new double bonus, you could look at probably doubling that as well. For those of you that are interested for your nonprofits, a senior director has 20,000 in volume. of customers shopping in that business. If there's a nonprofit that has that, the nonprofit also gets a $500 card payment. So the nonprofit actually gets all of their revenue passively. I probably should have mentioned this earlier. While individuals make 20% on their personal referrals and 7% on indirect referrals, nonprofits can't refer anybody. People are only referred by people. Nonprofits are just simply an EIN number, an organization, they're an entity that receives the funding. But nonprofits get 5% on all of that business passively. So, if you're a community leader or you're a pastor and you want to help, you will get, as an individual, all of this money that I'm talking about. But on top of that, your nonprofit will get 5%. And assuming that you were to get to senior director, they could also be getting a matching $500 bonus for a vehicle or a church van or whatever you wanted as well. So,
Wow.
did somebody? I'm going to stop for questions right at the end. I'm almost done. Okay. If you can just hold that question that you have, I promise I'm going to answer it for you right here next. Okay. We're just about done. So these are the significant income categories. Senior directors, we like to think somewhere between about 50 and 100,000. Executive directors, somewhere between about 100 and 250,000. National directors between about 250 and 500,000, and corporate directors 500 to $1 million. And actually, there's quite a few that are over $1 million. Now that might sound crazy, and maybe you're even thinking, well, that just sounds like any other business. It is and it isn't. It isn't, because what you have here is a business of long-standing customers that shop here month after month passively. So you actually have a willable business of customers that you don't have to manage, that you don't have to, get them to buy anything. It's like you have a database of customers. It's like every month, as people go into Walmart, you get a percentage. That's what Melaleuca is. And so senior directors have helped 5 people become directors. Executive directors have helped 10 people become directors. National directors have helped 5 people become senior directors. And corporate directors have helped 5 people become executive directors. So
Wow.
It's just, longer time and done more things to help more people. But the income is significant and it's residual. And Melaleuca always posts its annual income statistics. So I think that's a really great thing for you to look at. And you can realize by looking at this that literally only 10% of all customers that shop at Melaleuca are directors or above. In other words, they've referred 8 or more customers. And that is why there is so much significant revenue sharing available because of that. So with that, guys, I want to, I'm going to open up for questions here in a second. We have lots of other examples of people that we work with and that we've helped over this last couple of years. In the last couple of years, especially with the pandemic, it's just been a real blessing to be able to help so many people find not only healthier products, even products available, even to be able to stay out of supermarkets, but also to create this additional income stream that for so many people has helped them tremendously. So we ask people, how do you see yourself? Because remember, the mission statement is to enhance the lives of those we touch by helping people reach your goals. And so maybe, maybe you don't have any financial goals. Maybe you're doing just fine, but, we all could improve our health. We all could, live a better, longer, healthier life. And you could do that here at Melaleuca, save time, save money. And if that's where you see yourself as just simply shopping, pick category 1. Category 2, shop and refer. Someone that, doesn't have a lot of time and doesn't really need a lot of income, but would like to supplement their household income by a few hundred to a couple of $1,000s. That is another great way to do it, and let the person know what you think about that. Category 3 means that you'd like to make significant income, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 or more a month. And we're going to really help you. We're going to mentor you, and we're going to spend a lot of time together working with you and helping you to develop that income if that's your goal. And so the next step for you is just getting back with the person that brought you on here. They will help you. They'll send you a link to set up your account. They'll help you get started and get your first $20 for your free products. And then we'll schedule a follow-up session to go over how we can best help you to reach what these goals are right here. So with that, guys, I'm going to, again, I want to welcome you guys to Melaleuca. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen tonight. And I'm going to open it up for you guys to give me any feedback and to ask any questions that you might have. Excuse me. So I know there's a couple different guests here, so let me start with Jamie. So we'll just kind of go clockwise here. Jamie, if you can unmute yourself and let me know what you think about what you heard and maybe any questions. Oh, let's see, maybe you're having, is anybody having difficulty unmuting? That might be my bad. Pastor D, you can unmute yourself, right?
I'm not muted.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Okay, let me come back to Jamie. Let's pass on to Lisa. Let's see if Lisa has any questions.
Hello.
Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
So I do want a little bit more research about the product so that way I'm able to take it back to me, my mother, and my sister. We own a TLC self-care business. So I want to get back and I want to see, I don't know if you have like a pamphlet or a website so that way I'm able to show it to them because not everybody from the business was able to be on. I do have only one other person, but they came in a little later because I thought about it while we were like